The opinions expressed in the following program are that of the host and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of CWC Entertainment Group LLC, its affiliates, or any employees thereof.
Welcome to the Vincent radio show. They do it big, y'all. His music lasts, there's so much now. Hey, keep it here, y'all.
Syndicated, award-winning, and syndicated. This is the VTRS Vincent radio show. Hey man, Vincent Heartbreak Tuckers.
Your boy Yellostar in the building.
What happens? Stay young man, Remon.
Hey, it's your girl Charity E.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Reminder, the website VTRSonline.com. And as always, shout out to our wonderful content partner over at iHeartRadio. You can listen to the VTRS anytime, 24/7 on demand on iHeart.com or the free iHeartRadio app. You know what I'm saying?
You can also follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, VTRS Online. Hit us up on Twitter. Your boy Young Yellow is on there, Yellowstar. Come on.
I knew he was going to slide in the
he gonna plug his own.
I'm trying to do the show. I'm trying to do the show plugs, man. You did your plugs. I'm trying to plug the show.
He gonna plug his own.
Yeah, plug his own.
Yeah.
But I'm the
you can
selfish
get
one.
on Facebook at Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
I'm the selfish one, but Yellowstar continues to slide his own plug.
How am I being... Is that selfish for me to promote the social media of the show?
I don't know, because at some point I'm going to slide in I Am Heartbreak on Facebook. Oops, my bad.
Whoops.
It happened.
It slipped and fell.
How's everybody been since our last meeting here in the studio?
I am living life, and I am happy about it. I can't complain. We got good stuff happening back in Port Arthur. Everybody's getting ready to, hopefully, like in the next month or so, like we'll be able to start moving stuff back in the house. So I'll be going down there for that. But
Hurricane Harvey relief.
Harvey relief, yeah, trying to get my folks back in their house. So hopefully we got walls, we got floors. Now we can start getting other stuff, so it'll be good soon.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Ramon, how's everything been?
Everything's been good, man. I've been out here working, grinding. As usual, staying busy, you know what I'm saying? Out here trying to get it.
Charity, other than working my nerves every day this week, how have you been?
Whatever. I've been good. I decided this week that I'm going to take 30 days off from drinking alcohol and just try to get in the best shape I can before I hit 30.
Did something happen?
No.
You didn't have like a moment where you woke up somewhere where you weren't supposed to be?
No, that's you, Yellow. I don't have those
First
moments.
of all, accusations.
No,
Vicious lies and dangerous rumors.
I feel like the alcohol was holding back like what I could be, like body-wise. I just want to be ready for swimsuit season.
You trying to get that black out?
That what?
That black out?
I mean...
That when you turn the corner...
It's almost there, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got that black.
Trying to get that down.
I hate you.
Man, Ramon, what's going on with our fellas today, man? I understand that taking random women to your crib first night out is still a thing.
When was it ever a thing? Why was it a thing?
I mean, I don't know why. Well, I mean, listen, I'm guilty of it. I've done it twice. I've shared multiple times on this show about the time I took a one night home and she wouldn't leave until like 5 p.m. the next day. But one of my homeboys we were having a conversation. He told me he took a random girl home from the club, and it was a setup. Apparently, some dudes ran into the crib.
Oh, of course,
as they was
really
into their apartment. Yeah.
So I put myself in a dangerous position the other day too, right?
You took a random chick home from the club?
Yeah, yes. But my girl was with me.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm so glad you.
Yes. Okay. But the thing is, so we're walking out of this bar we went to, and this girl and this guy who, like, when I looked at them, I'm like, okay, they are not a threat. Like, I just felt like they were not a threat. But like, she complimented my girl and then was like, oh, I like your shoes. And then she looked at me and was like, can you drop us home?
What?
And I was like, what? Like, I don't understand what happened.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, let me just assess the situation. So she's like, okay, well, I live right around the corner and he lives like right across the highway. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to believe in the goodness of people and I'm going to try to be a good person and say, I'll take you home. So I took him home. The girl was literally like right around the corner, 2 blocks, and that was it. I dropped her off. And then I took the guy home, and his ride was a little bit further. And he was a bigger dude, which, you know, it doesn't matter, but like, he smelled.
Oh,
So that was my only problem with bringing him home, because like as soon as he got out the car, like there were two things that happened. My girl breathed a sigh of relief because she was nervous about this person being in the car, which is fair enough, like he was sitting behind her.
Right.
But then I let the window down when we left so I could get the funk out of the car.
This is weird.
why didn't you just drop the man off first?
Thank you.
Or drop them off at the same place if they were together.
They were just friends, and he had just met her like a week or two before. But they've been hanging out as friends, but
that
like he
don't
just
matter.
met her.
They gotta figure
This
it
is
out.
all information I got on the ride.
Yellow, you are from H-Town, which means you know pimping. Which means you should have dropped the man off first and seeing what you could talk the girl into for the rest of the evening.
If you ever meet my girl,
Right.
you will understand why that did not cross my mind
Exactly.
at all.
Not even an option. Hey, keep it locked. Syndicated award winning. This is the VTRS.
Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. I know it's not make it hard for me. Just keep on lying. Damn.
This week in Somebody Lyin, I feel like Vincent will be proud of this story, but not at the same time. Y'all know he always pushes me to like, be open-minded and, do things I don't normally do. So,
I'm trying to get dirty late.
this past weekend, you don't have to try to do anything. I can do that myself.
You're not doing
Remember I have the black, but not the down?
Not the down.
Right.
Is that Dow holding you back?
Anyways, this past weekend, I was out at the bar, of course, and, I got a text around 12:30ish saying, hey, I want to see you. I'm going to come over. Normally, I wouldn't even respond to these types of messages past a certain time.
Facts.
So I was like, you know what? I had Vincent in mind. I was like, what would Vincent do in this situation? And he would instantly respond.
No.
But
Yes.
I would wait 45 seconds.
yes.
That's instant, Vincent.
Oh, okay. Good.
So I respond. I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to leave in like 30 minutes. So, leave now and I'll meet you at my house.
Okay.
So I leave. Mind you, this guy lives probably 30 to 40 minutes away from where I live. So I timed it just right so I would get home like probably 10 minutes before he got there. So I'm home and I call and I was like, hey, where are you at? And he was like, oh, I'm 20 minutes away. Right then I'm already like, okay, this timeline's already off.
You must be
okay?
black.
He's black.
Okay.
You were letting a black in your house?
What?
You were letting a black in your house?
Yes,
at that
I've
time?
gone black now. I've gone black.
Hey.
So that happens.
2018, guys.
Right on.
He's 20 minutes away. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll get in the shower. I don't know. Past time.
Wash it up.
I get out of the shower and he's still not there. No text, no call. So I'm thinking like, okay, what's going on? So I call him, no answer. I text like, are you alive? No response. At this point, it's probably like 2 o'clock, 2:30. So I go to sleep. I wake up the next day and he doesn't text me until like noon and was like, hey, I got pulled over last night. A lot happened. What do you think the odds of that story that it's true?
That a black man got pulled over at 2 o'clock in the morning.
But didn't mind like to text me and say, hey, I got pulled over, like I'm not coming?
Yellostar, you care to comment on this?
I mean, you're not always able to do that. Like, in that situation, you have to, you're always hoping that it's not going to go as poorly as it can go.
Okay.
And sometimes it goes poorly.
Spoiler alert, he's sticking from personal experience.
Yeah.
But like,
And he's light skinned.
I feel like you could easily send a text.
Yeah, you could. You can send the text when you get pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
After that, like using your phone.
But when
To
the
get
cop
you shot.
leaves, you could easily
You're
send
Did
a
Did
text.
he go to jail
Yeah,
or
did he
did he
go to jail?
just?
I didn't ask all those questions
See,
because I was over at that point and he's now blocked. So
Oh, okay.
I'll never get the story.
We don't even know.
So
No, I know. He lied. I don't believe it.
So why are we talking about this if you don't care? Oh, you just want to...
No,
this
he
is somebody
lied.
lying.
Yeah.
You don't believe that a black man got pulled over in the middle of the night?
Was he in Plano also?
No, I don't live in Plano.
I mean, not Plano, but I mean, like,
Was he in Dallas?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if he was 20 minutes away, he probably had made it to Dallas at that point.
Yeah.
But it's hard to believe. It really is. I feel like he could have come up with a better excuse.
I mean...
And if you were to have gotten pulled over, give me the full story. Not, I got pulled over, a lot happened. Cause it's not like I just met this guy, like, I've known him for a long time.
Are y'all cool? Like
Yeah. I've known him for like, probably over 6-7 years.
Did you ask how he's doing?
It doesn't matter. He's blocked. I don't even care.
Charity, be a human.
Okay.
Be a human.
This is what long enough. This is what really happened.
What happened, Vincent?
He remembered who he was. He realized he was not getting in it, even though it was late hours of the night. So on his way to your place, a girl called, or he called a girl, and found out something he could get into for sure. That's what really happened.
That's what actually happened.
Well, thank you, Vincent. That's this weekend somebody lying.
Hey, first of all, you defend our brothers, okay?
I was, but I mean, that's the homie, so.
Okay.
I still want to go with the chance that he might have actually got pulled over.
But I still think you should say, like, are you okay?
I mean, because I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I'm sorry.
I believe you.
Once Charity blocks you,
Yeah,
I believe you.
I believe she does not care.
you don't come back from block. Keep it locked, it's VTRS.
Playing today's best music. Playing today's best music.
Credit to the man, you upset. Credit got rich, they upset. Credit for the pussy on offset. Cardi big brain on offset. Open the door, then lock it. Every time when we touch the city, stop it.
Ride with the mob. Alhamdulillah. Check you and me. And do your job. Berg is the name.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music, all in one app. iHeartRadio.
I want everybody to know. I'm sorry, Vincent. I know you were about to intro. I was going to tell Charity the truth before Vincent messed it up. I was just going to wait a little while and let her, like, actually, you know, like, I want her to believe in humanity. Charity
is already the most jaded person we know.
Exactly. I wanted her to believe in people.
Let's recap the story.
Sure.
Somebody lying. Charity just told a story about a man that she was going to entertain in the late hours of the night.
Were you actually going to entertain him?
I mean, she took a shower.
She did take a shower. She cleaned
I was
it up.
prepped and ready.
Charity.
Hey,
Charity.
all right.
Hey.
I was prepped.
I believe
Listen, I know you. Don't sell you folks on the dream. Nothing was happening. He was on sit on the couch with blue balls, trying to figure out a way to get to her bedroom. And
Hey, you want a blanket?
Oh man.
And so I guess this guy was headed over there. She didn't hear from him. Next day, about noonish, one-ish.
Right.
He said he got pulled over.
Right.
And I think the fellas in the room agreed that there was another woman involved. And
Sure.
Possibly.
Probably.
so, Remon, you don't think so?
Okay, probably.
I mean, is it greater than 50% chance that,
Yes.
yeah.
Are y'all speaking from experience? Have
No.
you done this?
No.
Have you
No.
said you were
No.
going to
Yes.
see someone
Yes.
No.
Wait.
and then
I
you,
have never said that I was pulled over
Oh,
and I was at another girl's house.
but have you been on the way to a woman's house
No.
and then diverted and went somewhere else?
I have.
No.
Yes.
Did you tell the other girl you weren't coming?
No.
See, that's bad business, man.
It is bad business. You don't put that type of stuff in the world. I'm sorry.
I told her the next day I fell asleep.
That's
Which
terrible.
I did fall asleep just at another girl's house.
Sure.
In someone else.
Hopefully you didn't fall asleep in them.
No.
I done that though.
Haven't we all?
No, we have not.
I have. That's not on me. That's not on me.
Be in it so long you fall asleep in it.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yeah.
But I just, okay, so the whole point was, the reason we started talking about this is I just don't want Charity to be so jaded. I know she blocked him and he's cut off and she's not going to find out the real story, but I just don't want her to be so jaded.
She's not going to find out the real story because she doesn't care to find out.
Right,
the real
exactly.
story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She blocked him
I'm not interested.
without getting more of an explanation.
Once you unblock status of Charity, that's it. You done. And come back from that. Hey, while we're here, a survey revealed that, let's see if y'all agree with this. 93% of people prefer someone who's bad in the kitchen as opposed to someone who's bad in bed.
I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of restaurants.
There's a lot of recipes you can just figure out how to make. You can find one good meal and keep making it.
Forever?
It don't matter.
Wait, so you think that this person that's bad in the kitchen can find one meal and cook it?
Forever?
Is that your defensive?
Like I'm saying, if you're bad in the kitchen, you can figure it out.
Hold up.
If you're bad in bed, there's no coming back from that.
There is. You can learn.
Yeah.
Have you taught a couple people?
I've taught. There's a couple of men out there who should be thanking me for training a woman.
Pause.
On sex or kitchen?
For training a woman. On both.
Resume.
I got your wife ready for you to marry her.
Ramon's a setup man?
I'm a setup man.
Okay.
A third part of this is 82% said they would continue to date someone who refused to cook.
Who refused to cook?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I have.
I can't do it.
I have.
Straight up dated someone who
The-
both didn't cook and did not know how to cook.
I think what we've learned is the cuter you are as a woman, the more we let you get away with. So I've let a cute woman or two get away with not wanting to cook.
I'm sorry.
Right, but you gotta have something.
But did
Right.
y'all cook for them? Or how did that work? Y'all just went out all the time?
I would cook sometimes,
Yeah.
but for the most part, we would go out all the time.
Yeah.
See, this is why it wouldn't work for me because I'm trying to like cut back on eating out all the time. So yeah, that couldn't work for me. I'm sorry. I need a woman.
No
that
matter
can
how juicy it was.
cook. Juicy. What?
See. Uh-huh.
Hey, the good, the bad, the ugly up next to VTRS.
Now it's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Today's good. So Toya Wright, she announced to the world that she was in fact pregnant back in September in 2017, and she finally had her baby. The baby's name is Rain Ryan Rushing. She was born February 8th, coming in at a solid 7 pounds, 7 ounces. And in case you didn't know who the father is, because I really did not.
Yeah, that was about to be my question.
Yep, his name is Robert Rushing, and he owns a clothing line, and he's also some type of sports manager.
There's a bunch of Lil Wayne fans disappointed right now.
Why?
Because they always wanted Wayne and Toy to get back together.
They've been broken up longer than they've been together. So.
Well, I'm really happy that she had this baby because, she was hung up on Wayne for like, what is she, 34? Probably for about 20 years.
Yeah.
She's been hung up on Wayne. And she was in an abusive marriage with Memphis. So
Come on.
2018 is starting out good for her.
The bad.
Today's bad is going to star Omarosa and Keisha Knight Pulliam.
Oh, Lord.
Both of these women are currently on the celebrity edition of Big Brother. And of course, Omarosa brought up her time in the White House. And Keisha made it known that they don't really have the same political views. So Keisha Knight Pulliam was talking about the hatred that was stirred up in the country just because of Trump's campaign. And then Omarosa tried to say, because she was in the middle of it all, that she didn't really see how bad of a guy that Trump was. But it was this clapback that I was really here for, and I don't even like Omarosa. But she said, since you're asking me, you stood strong by someone who you have known and have been loyal to and have known for a long time who has supported you. And people judge you for that. But only you know the inner workings of your relationship with Mr. Cosby. That's the same thing with me and Mr. Trump. Do y'all believe that she should have twisted the story on Keisha?
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Well, but let's be honest. I know I'm jumping out here without any proof, but I'm pretty sure we all in the black community agree that Omarosa was something more than just a White House aide to Donald Trump.
You think he was getting up?
Yes. Why else was she there?
Hello, have you seen Donald Trump and Melania's body language when they're out? They're obviously they haven't had sex since the boy was born.
That's true. But, well, yeah, Omarosa is that petty. She's that, yeah.
I will let you know at the top of that hour my thoughts about Omarosa.
Okay, perfect. Well, I just think we should all leave Bill Cosby to live in peace.
The ugly.
Speaking about peace, you know who's not resting in peace? Michael Jackson and Richard Pryor. And it's all because of Quincy Jones. Quincy is out here living the real life lyrics of push me to the edge, all my friends are dead. In a recent interview, Mr. Jones said that Michael Jackson stole a lot of music, and that statement alone made me clutch my pearls because I'm here for Michael, okay? But it's when Quincy said that Marlon Brando had sexual relations with Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye that the conversation started to spiral down, if it hadn't already spiraled already. So I guess Quincy started to get tired of throwing other people under the bus. So he said this about himself. He said, end quote, homosexuality is so much in fashion, it no longer makes news. Like a large number of men, I too have had homosexual experiences, and I'm not ashamed. What do y'all have to say about that?
That was Quincy Jones?
Quincy Jones said he's dabbled in the man pond.
First of all, you don't get to, like, say that after you put people on blast. You say that first.
First, thank you.
You say that
Thank you. Here's my thing. Here's my whole thing about Quincy's whole. This fool actually went out there and snitched on Marvin Gaye and Richard Pryor. We already knew Richard Pryor was
Out there.
Yeah, we already knew he sucked a little Peter every once in a while. But you don't throw Marvin Gaye under the bus without telling on yourself. You tell on yourself first. That ain't none of your business to be telling.
Right.
Why don't you tell everybody about the boy loving you've been getting?
Well, I mean, he did. He said
No, he didn't tell who. He didn't tell who.
Right.
Well, it was probably Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye and Marlon Brando.
Is that why he was caping for Tevin Campbell? He said Tevin Campbell don't get the credit he deserved, right? Ain't that what he said?
He's a hard worker.
And after he
He's
said
a
that,
hard
Tevin
worker.
Campbell became the top trending topic on Twitter because due to the stories of long-term legend that Quincy Jones molested him as a kid.
He's a hard.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Man, I had no idea.
So do you think, like, I hate that idea though, because like it means that, okay, so I think gay sex is cooler. I'm talking from Quincy Jones's perspective.
Okay.
I think gay sex is okay, so I'm gonna also sleep with children. Like, I don't like that. If he actually did it, that's a problem to me because it means that, like, you think either because I'm in Hollywood or it's fashionable to, like, diddle little boys. Like, that's the part that I don't like about it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, Yellow, you don't know very much about Hollywood.
But hey, that's this week, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's your girl, Charity E.
First of all, I'm gonna pull the skin back real quick. And
First of all, I don't want you doing that in the studio.
I'm gonna pull the curtain back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give applause to Charity because that is Charity's best segment on this show ever.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hate you.
When she clutched her pearls.
Keep it locked. It's VTRS.
Young Money.
Playing today's best music.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shot it fast, pop it like a court. Pop it. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with. I got that juice, new AP. She got that juice. She got that squeeze. She got that wet.
You are listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver? But you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta? And you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music all in one app. iHeartRadio.
What up, people? It's that young man Remon, and it's time for today's reality check. Now, today's reality check goes out to Omarosa. All right. Now, this past week, Omarosa made headlines because, again, she has been saying stuff and revealing stuff about her time in the White House on the new season of Big Brother. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She went from the White House to a reality show. Now, side note, can anybody in the room tell me what was her official position in the White House?
She worked for one of the military generals. I don't remember what the title was, though.
Charity.
I have no idea.
Omarosa?
Yes.
White House aide to General Kelly.
That's it. That is it.
Her official title was Director of Communications for the Office of Public Liaison.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right.
Now, if that don't sound like a made-up position I've ever heard in my life, that don't even sound like it comes with its own parking space. But I digress. The reason why Omarosa is getting today's reality check, no one feels sorry for you, okay? You aligned yourself with easily one of the most hated men in recent history. You want to play victim. Nah, son, we want you to keep that same energy, okay? You chose to be on that side. Now stay on that side. By campaigning and supporting the man who alienated more than half of the country, you yourself alienated more than half the country, all right? Woman, don't you know we still mad at you that Michael Clark Duncan ain't here no more? I blame that on you. Omarosa, you get no sympathy over here. As a matter of fact, the only thing you get is this quote from Big Sean. I don't F with you. That's today's reality check. You can take that to the bank.
Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So check this out.
Yeah, you a stupid.
Are you stupid? This week, it's stupid.
Do y'all like fruit?
Yes.
Love fruit.
Love it.
Do you like oranges?
Yes.
I like.
I don't
all
really eat
fruit.
oranges.
Yes.
Like,
I just started.
you just started eating oranges?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many do you think you would need, like, to remain, like, if you wanted to have oranges for like a month, how many do you think you would want?
30.
30? One every day?
Yeah, one a day.
Yeah.
You really would eat oranges every day?
I'd probably eat 3 a week.
See, I can't do, like, I love apples. I could eat apples,
Yeah,
like,
I'm an
I
apple.
have eaten apples
I'm an
every
apple
day.
guy. I'm an apple guy.
But I don't think I could do that many oranges, like, so the reason why I'm asking these questions is because these 5 suspects were arrested in Spain because officers found them carrying, this is a regular traffic stop. They found them carrying over 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges.
What?
Like, and when you look at the car, like, the back seat is oranges. Everything in there is oranges. Like, they had 2 cars and a van full of oranges, 8,000 oranges.
Look.
I don't understand what you're doing with 8,000 oranges.
Look, they was gonna be out on the highway.
You know they was gonna be out on the highway.
slanging them oranges.
But I mean, at that point, like, if you selling 8,000 oranges, like, you got to be out there for a long time, and you also got to do something different with them. Like, at some point, you're gonna have to, like, start cooking with them, like, put them in food, put them on some tortillas or something. Like, this is a new recipe we got because we got to get rid of these oranges. They not gonna last. They 8,000. You got to sell them things quick.
They was about to have that trap jumping, boy.
Right. Like, y'all want some, we got some orange flavored, drink.
Hey, my friend.
You like to smoke? We got orange flavored smoke. You know, they gonna sell all that stuff. Anyway, they got arrested with, 8,000 pounds of it. They were literally, like, got pulled over as they were stealing everything.
Wow.
And, they said, they were able to, preserve the food security of possible consumers who would have eaten these oranges. What does that mean?
Are they saying like they were going to poison them?
I don't, like, what, do you think the oranges are going to go bad because they're in somebody's trunk? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, they said, where was this?
Spain.
Oh, well, I was about to say if it was in a Spanish speaking country, they probably was lacing them oranges with cocaine.
I mean, I was just reading a story about how they were putting meth in burritos, so I don't know.
Meth in burritos?
They were putting meth in burritos. They were wrapping meth into burritos.
To eat or
to distribute. To distribute as a source of.
So you can extract the meth later.
No. Like, they wrapped it like a burrito, but it's just meth.
Right. Got it.
No burritos.
Oh.
So now you playing with my emotions because I want a burrito.
Yeah.
But
now you got high.
It's got meth. I don't need that.
You like, I might as well get high.
Now you got the high of your life instead of
All right, y'all. That's it for this week in studio. This is your boy Yellostar. I'm up out of here.
You got hallucinations instead of a full stomach.
Right. I need some beans.
Playing today's best music.
stir fry.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station.
DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio.
Just type in the artist you love and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Facebook.com/I am Heartbreak. Shout out to Team Heartbreak. We're over 16,000 strong on there.
Oh, but I'm not supposed to do it? Promote the social media?
I think I also said earlier in the show that I was going to. I warned about my hypocrisy. I always
You're
warn about
right.
my hypocrisy.
You're right. Vincent will always tell you, don't commit no crimes in front of him.
Right.
Because he's going to snitch on you.
Right, exactly.
Right. He's not going to jail.
Exactly.
Right.
And then if I commit a crime, I don't want you to snitch on me.
Right. Hypocrisy.
Right. That's how I roll. Hypocrisy is only fun when I do it.
I believe that you believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
Which is in itself the problem.
It's only fun when I do it. So anyway, Facebook.com/I am Heartbreak, one with the people. I had a guy named Eric from Oklahoma City.
Hi, Eric.
He says that he's been dating a woman for 5.5 years now. And he just found out 1 month ago that his 1.5-year-old baby is not his. I still love my wife, he says. And he says he wants to stay, but he's heartbroken to know that the baby isn't his. He says his friends clown him for still being with her.
Of course.
He wants to know what did he do?
So this is his wife or his girlfriend?
This is his wife.
What?
Oh no, I'm sorry, dating.
Girls
dating. This is the girl he's been dating for 5.5 months.
Broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know.
The whole man said, you be like, so?
I love my baby mother. I'll never let her go.
I think he needs to let her go. If they're not married, bye.
I need more information. Because I need to know, like, did y'all have a break? Did she cheat on you?
Right.
Did you cheat on her?
Like, what was her explanation for
this not being your baby? How did you find out?
Right.
Did y'all get a blood test and you found out that y'all, like, you know, like, how did you find out?
Well, you know,
did
when
she
the baby
come out
gets
and tell
older, you know, you can start to tell. You be like, this might not be my baby.
Because the baby's a little chocolate
Yeah,
and
the
he's kind
baby
of
might
light-skinned.
look a little different, yeah. You know, the baby got a little butt chin. You be like, wait, I'm black. We didn't have butt chins.
Mama's baby, Papa's maybe.
I think he should leave.
I think if you want to work it out, you'll work it out.
Ignore your friends.
But you're gonna have to stop messing with your friends completely. Like, you can't have, if you decide here, okay, Eric is his name?
Yeah, Eric.
Eric, here's the thing,
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. If you decide to stay with your wife or your girl, you have to get rid of your friends, because you can't have the negativity that they're bringing when they're clowning you, because they clowning you and it's funny to them and, you know, they don't think it's a big deal, but it's going to wear on you and it's going to cause a problem in your relationship. Right. So if you're going to stay with her and you make that choice because you're choosing to be with her, you have to accept what happened. You have to move on, and you have to move on from your friends, because they are not your friends if they're going to clown you for staying with the woman that you love. That's my 100% honest advice.
I'm going to say she had 9 months to tell him. Like, it wasn't his child.
She also had the last 1.5 years to tell him as well, after the baby was born.
Wait, the baby's 1.5 years?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I thought you said month and a half.
He just found out a month ago that the 1.5-year-old is not his
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, she had a solid 2 years to tell this man this is not your child.
Do you think it got easier or harder to tell him?
It's harder at that point.
Because at that point, he done developed a relationship with the child.
Right. They having baby showers, gender reveals, all that.
Right.
So just let her go, because she's not trustworthy. Can't trust her.
I'm sure the reason why she didn't tell him is she thought he was going to leave her.
That's selfish, though.
It is selfish.
That is very selfish.
You know who knows about selfish things? Vincent. What do you think about this?
I wasn't going to throw you under the bus like that.
I'm only mad that me and Charity didn't say Vincent at the same time.
Have I never not owned up to my selfishness at times?
No, that's why we said it.
Listen. To your point, Yellostar, he needs to get rid of his friend. If you're going to stay with her.
If you're going to stay.
Yeah.
Get rid of the friends.
Yeah.
Sure. Because they're going to continue to give you a hard time about it.
Right. You're not going to be able to have a heart-to-heart with your friends and say, guys, this really hurts me whenever you do this, and I need you to stop doing it. Because then they're going to clown you about both things.
Exactly. I mean, ultimately you love her, and obviously you love this baby. You've had a year and a half to bond with the baby, and you've been with old girl for 5.5 years.
And you're probably the only father that child knows at this point.
I hate he said it like that.
Baby don't know what's going on yet.
I mean, he don't know his real daddy, but you are the only father that this child knows at this point.
Do what your heart desires, but if your heart desires to stay with her, get rid of the friends, because they're going to give you a hard time.
Eric, I also want you to understand something else. If you leave her, your friends are still going to make fun of you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
And I just want to throw in a third option here. You don't have to stay with her just to be in the child's life.
Good point.
That's true.
So that is an option. Like if you feel like the trust is broken between you and your wife or whatever, then you just need to go your separate way. But you know what I'm saying, like you can still be involved with the child's life because you are the only father this child knows, and you probably, even though that's not your child, it's your child.
Yeah, DNA doesn't make you a dad.
Absolutely. So you can split from the woman and still be involved in the child's life.
Hey, Eric, to a point that Yellostar made earlier, hit us up with more information about this situation.
Yeah, I need some more information. How'd you find out?
You know what'd be messed up? If one of them friends that's clowning him is the father.
Oh!
Yeah, you'd have to shoot him at that point.
Damn.
Like I would totally condone you murdering your friend if he impregnated your girl.
Yeah, the friend
Vincent.
that's giving him the hardest time?
Right. Yeah.
Can you remind people that Yellowstar's views are not that of all of VTRS? Talking about murdering people? Jesus.
No, I didn't say he should do it. I said it's okay if he does.
I'm glad we got the disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you better play it again.
Final segment up next is VTRS.
Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
A restaurant in China, they offer a discount to women based on breast size.
Okay.
Depends on what the discount is. Are you getting more of a discount if they're big or less of a discount if they're small? What's the discount rate here?
Both. The advertisement that they had a bunch of cartoon characters that listed A, you got a 5% discount, and all the way to G cup, you got a 65% discount.
They look through the shirt?
They do not look through the shirt. They assure the customers that they would get their discounts from the waitresses rather than dealing with the male staff in order to avoid embarrassment. So the waitresses would figure out the size of the discount that they would get.
Okay. The only reason I asked that was because, like some women have what some of us call sneaky big tits.
Naturi Naughton kind of has some.
She does have sneaky big tits.
Yeah.
What about Lala?
Yes.
No, hers are not sneaky.
You can see them things coming from
Halloween sneaking nothing.
And does sneaky mean like if they're up when you have the bra and then when you take the bra off they're down?
No.
Are you A, B, C?
Are we really having this conversation?
Okay, she's a C cup. She'll see if I get like a 25%.
Not bad.
Kina would get a 25% discount.
Wow.
So,
What kind of discounts you get?
Right.
It depends where I'm getting my bra from. They measure differently. At Victoria's Secret, I'm actually a D.
We're really
You D? No lie. Well, that's why I said they measure differently.
Yeah,
but I am a C cup at North Street.
Is it good or bad that the men were prepared to debate Charity on her bra size just now? I don't know if that was...
Y'all were saying I'm not.
Wait.
Really, I'm not a D.
Excuse me, Charity. Let me mansplain your breast size to you.
Y'all really about to argue.
I'm definitely going to do that.
Like Charity definitely got some sneaky big tits.
Right?
Great example, right?
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
Random Uber fact. Survey says 1 in 5 women buy Valentine's Day gifts for themselves.
What's so funny about that?
So Charity, will you be one of these 1 in 5 women buying Valentine's Day gifts for yourself? Do you do Valentine? Are you a Valentine's Day person?
If I'm in a relationship, yeah, but if it's a random, no.
If you're not seeing someone, then you don't care about Valentine's Day?
No.
So you would not get yourself a gift?
Like myself. Like I have no man, obviously.
Sure.
Am I going to go buy a gift?
Right.
No.
You're not going to send yourself flowers.
That's weird.
Didn't you say you don't even like when guys send you flowers?
I hate flowers.
Yeah.
So I mean, no.
You just want something different. Not
My
flowers.
mom even, she was like, "You want me to take you out for Valentine's Day?" I said, "For what? It's another day. Like, I'll be okay."
I want Charity to find love. I don't want her to just find a man. I want her to find
You
love.
want me to find genuine love?
I want you to find love and to know what that feels like.
Every time I think I figured Charity out, she like flips on me. So I can't tell if she's gangster in real life or she's a marshmallow inside.
She's a Libra.
Am I a romantic? Yes.
She's a
If
Libra.
I have somebody that I'm really into, then it's like I'm all in.
Have you been in love before?
Don't do this, Charity.
Did you love someone before?
Charity, don't do this.
Because love and being in love is different.
You know how long you was with that dude.
I think I don't know if I was in love. I think I loved him.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe that.
Yes.
Me and Charity. That's that Libra, boy.
Yeah.
Cold.
I loved
Libra
him,
gang,
but
yeah.
I can't say I was in love with him.
I believe you. Yeah.
So I'm just waiting to be in love.
That's Libra. That's Libra all day.
I love how proud Remon is.
Side question. That makes me think. In high school, did those loves really count?
Hey,
Some of them.
Some of them. I mean,
probably not. Most of them don't.
I mean,
that was a lust.
I mean, did
but
we
it
really know
counted.
what love was
I mean, you can.
then?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew what it was, but I don't think that means that I wasn't in it at least once.
I mean, and just because like you don't have the knowledge of something doesn't mean you can't experience it.
Yeah.
Good point.
So can we flip this? Are you going to buy yourself something for Valentine's Day, Vincent?
No, I'm going to be with a woman on Valentine's Day.
Was that shade?
No,
Like,
it was
because I'm going to be alone.
Oh, it was.
No, I don't need to buy myself something because I'm going to be with somebody.
Vincent's not going to talk to you that day, okay?
No, I'm going to blow up his
sure
phone.
he is.
I'm going to ruin the whole thing.
I believe that.
Where you at?
I believe that.
What about our
Charity
time?
annoys me every day. She's going to call me.
I believe
I'm
you.
sure she is.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this.
No, actually, Valentine's Day on Wednesday, because normally on Wednesday I try to pick a fight with Charity on Wednesdays.
That's, yep.
It is
It
Wednesday.
is on
right?
Wednesday.
Yeah, stay tuned.
So actually I'll be bothering Charity on that day.
I want to know how many dudes buy gifts for themselves.
Please tell me no dudes are buying Valentine's Day gifts for themselves, please.
Oh, I'm sure that
I could
they
see a dude buying some new shoes, be like, yeah, I'm
Listen,
going to get myself some kicks.
I treat myself very well on Valentine's.
But Valentine's Day isn't about us, though.
It
I
really
make
isn't.
it about me.
Why don't you make every day
Libra.
about you, you know?
Libra.
I do buy myself random things all the
I
time.
treat myself very well.
Yeah, like random cars.
Right.
Clothes, shoes, purses.
We got to get out
You
of
know
here.
what? I'm gonna take myself shopping on Valentine's Day. That's what I'm doing.
For the crew, Vincent, Heartbreak, Tucker. Hey, by the way, fellas, Valentine's Day weekend is also All-Star weekend. And the women that are still in your town are ones that still have quality. They have been flown out by your favorite ball player. Them the women you chase that weekend. Keep it locked, VTRS. Every episode of the award-winning Vincent Tucker Radio Show is produced by Aaron Channel. Executively produced by Aaron Channel, Arkena Dansberg, Cornelius Johnson, and Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. Launched in December 2007, the VTRS is a CWC Entertainment Group LLC production.